I wanted to do a quick little video. I got a nice little package in today. It's from the Merriartist.com, and I needed a couple replacement parts for my airbrush, and I ended up buying something extra. Ended up buying a preset handle, so you could adjust how far you want to pull the trigger back and how much paint you want to come out. And for the airbrush that I've used for the last almost 5 years now is just a Iwata Eclipse, and I had bought a cheap little airbrush off of eBay just to get the handle to see if it would work on there, and unfortunately it didn't. And thankfully I found this, so you can go all the way back or a little bit. You see a lot of that on a little bit more expensive airbrushes. Harder and Steinbeck has some, and I don't know how many others, but they make it really easy to adjust the paint flow, especially when you're doing very fine lines and getting up close and doing details and things like that. But I ended up buying needles and nozzle caps and a couple other things besides the cutaway handle preset, and I've used this airbrush, like I said, for the last almost 5 years now, and I've gotten some really nice metallics out of it. You can see straight back. That's actually the Molotow chrome. It's been airbrushed. It actually came out pretty nice. One thing I will say is don't handle it, and make sure your surface is perfectly smooth. And yeah, there is clear coat on it, so it kind of took the finish down a little bit, but I mean, it works. It serves its purpose. But there have been several other kits that I've airbrushed, and I've used everything from Tamiya paint to Testors Aztec paint, and really acrylics are a lot easier as far as airbrushing goes. This is the Testors Aztec line. They're pearl. I don't know how well it transfers onto the camera, but they have a blue, a purple, a gold, a red, several different colors. The only thing I will say is you can put it over the Tamiya acrylics. Goes on just fine, but you need to buy the Testors Easy Off in order to get it off of plastic. Putting alcohol on it, I can't get it to affect it or even eat it away, so I ended up having to buy the Easy Lift Off remover. But I mean, it's a great paint, lays down really nice. I like the color selection. Same with the Tamiya. Really great color selection. That's actually a mix of the Testors opaque blue and Tamiya's light gray or sky gray, German gray, and they're white and they're red. Of course, the yellow's mixed. And then that's all Tamiya, from their metallics to the flat white to the black. So, and that's all been done with this one single airbrush. Of course, this isn't everything I've painted, but some of it. That's a good universal airbrush, and hopefully having this adjuster screw will make getting in and doing the fine details a little bit better. One thing I will say, if you do buy a cheap airbrush off of eBay or Amazon or whatever, run your finger in the paint cup and you will find out how rough it really is. The paint will sit in there. That's why the better airbrushes, they're going to be completely smooth. They're not going to have any divots in the metal. I mean, if you're on a budget, okay, but in the long run, buy a decent airbrush. That's just my personal opinion. Having a smooth interior on the paint cup is going to make getting the paint out a lot easier. You don't have to worry about the metallic flakes sitting in there and never getting them out, because that is a pain when it comes to painting metallics, is constant metal flakes in every color you put in there, whether you want them in there or not. So, well, I'm going to leave a link in the description for Merriartist.com. Go on there, check them out. I'm not a professional. I'm not paid by anybody. But I will admit, I got all that I needed for replacement parts and spare parts. Really, really good price, and I got it within about 3 days. They're in Oregon, and I'm in Kansas, and really the shipping is not bad at all. It was cheaper to buy the 2 to 3 day shipping than it was to just buy the ground shipping. So go on there, check them out, give them a shot, and if you haven't yet already, pick up an airbrush, give it a shot, no matter what it is, whether it's a canvas or a model or whatever. So, all right, thanks.